Hello everybody, right, this is Teacher Joe and today I'm going to do the second review of the assessment book. Now I want to put forth that this is an entirely unsponsored review, and I'm doing this because I have many parents and students over the years asking me about assessment book, and they're often confused which assessment book to buy. So before I do the review, let me just share a little bit about myself. I've been teaching science for the past 20 years, and I spent 11 years in a GEP school teaching science, and then later on I founded Blue Tree Education, and I've taught thousands of children over the years. And yes, I love science, I breathe science, and yes, science is everything to me. So let me get on to the review now. And so here we have the PSLE series. It was actually released just a few days ago, so you can go to the nearest bookstore or even some online bookstores to purchase it. Okay, so you will find that there's two editions. One is the topical and one is the yearly version. And for the yearly version, it is actually from 2021 to 2023. So this is definitely based on the new syllabus. Alright, I'm going to start with the topical version. Now, the publisher is actually by Xing Li. There's actually two publishers for the past PSLE papers, and Xing Li is one of them. So when you open up, you'll find this small booklet. Please don't throw it away. This is very important. This is actually the answer key. And you can see that they even give some explanation about the solutions. Some parents may think that the answer keys are actually from the SEAB. All right. No, it is not. Please take note that these are suggested answer keys. Suggested. Okay. So the open-ended questions, right? Even the answers here, sometimes there could be errors, but over the years, I find that the errors are less. It's still a good copy to refer to. Right, so when you open up the content page, you will see that they will explain about the PSLE science format, which is very important. And I think that every primary 6 child should read on this. This is the one that will help them to understand how they can plan their time better. And although it says topical, but actually it's not really divided into topical different topics. Rather, they lump the questions into life science and physical science. So when I ask my child to do the questions, right, I actually have to mark out the questions that are not taught yet, because there will be some topics like interactions within the environment, which is taught at a later time. And if you are not aware which topic the question falls under, it is good to actually ask a teacher, all right? Or you can actually PM me and I'll be happy to advise you. For the yearly edition, right, you will find that these are the 3 years past year papers. And this is extremely good for mock tests, or to give your child a sense of how PSLE could be. And usually I give this as timed practices. Not only the child will learn how to manage the time better, but the child also gets to see the difficulty of the questions and how to manage their exam skills and performance during these time practices. Okay. A lot of parents will ask me, how do I make use of these books to help my child to do well in science? So I will highly recommend any parents, all right, to buy both editions, the topical as well as the yearly. And it is actually a very good idea to start your child to do just 10 MCQ questions per week, right? Of course, like I explained earlier, right, some of the topics are not taught yet, right? You may want to mark them out first, but it is a very good way to start practicing. So consistent practice is definitely one good way, all right, for to ensure that the PSLE performance is optimal, right? Another good thing about this edition is the yearly papers. This will give your child a sense of what PSLE papers are like, right? And because there are 3 papers, so these papers should be done actually after July, when all the P6 topics are already taught. And you should give these practices as time practice, as I explained, because it is important to manage the time well during the exams. And because now there's no more mid-year examination, right? And children have very little practice for full papers in school. So therefore, at home, it is good to start your child after July on these papers. And I will recommend your child to repeat the practice, right? So you don't have to just do once, all right? You can do twice and thrice. And you will find that some of the questions are familiar. And in fact, yes, your child may even tell you, oh, mommy, daddy, this question, I've seen it repeated 3 times already, you know. So some questions, yes, they are what we call the evergreen questions. And so when your child goes into PSLE seeing these questions, it will give some sense of security and like, oh, I've seen this, and assurance, okay? And that is often a good idea. Right, so lastly, I would really like to encourage all children to work on your revision consistently. Last minute work really does not cut out. And in your PSLE year, it's just 2 things, your time and your decision. So you have to make a decision to allocate your time to do your revision in order to score the grades that you desire. Right? So I'll be doing one more review soon next week. So you can follow me for more.